ready, and they sent on their way from the 1200 metre marker. Towards the inside, Panzer began well. Aldrich is right there. Executive Power with a good position. They're followed further back in the field by Roy Strikeforce. Along the inside, the Stone Thrower, Sea Urchin then comes Out My Way. Further back in the run at this stage is Tabrik and Master Spirit, Main Submission and Kiss Me Hardy. Executive Power from Bengal Boy and Panzer. Aldrich is back in fourth position, then Sea Urchin. Further back is Roy Strikeforce. The Stone Thrower and Master Spirit. Then Tabrik Out My Way, Kiss Me Hardy and Main Submission. Top of the lane, Executive Power brings them in, leads it by a length and a half. In second, Bengal Boy. Behind that is Panzer. Aldrich towards the outside, then Sea Urchin. The Stone Thrower got 3 or 4 to make up. Executive Power still leads it out to 200. Bengal Boy. The Stone Thrower starts to close them down. Roy Strikeforce. Executive Power, the Stone Thrower, Panzer. It's wide open. Down the inside, Out My Way as they come down to the line and hit the wire. I think Executive Power or Out My Way. They're the two involved in that photo. And we'll get back to that slow-mo. Very close. Executive Power, Out My Way. Let's look at this. Executive Power still in front. Out My Way is the pink cap. Heads up, heads down at this stage. Out My Way. Now Executive Power. Out My Way, Executive Power. And as they come down to the line, Executive Power won it. So it goes to number 2. Second, Out My Way. Panzer's third. The Stone Thrower probably fourth, beaten only ahead. Bengal Boy, Tabrik. Further back is Roy Strikeforce. Then Sea Urchin. Master Spirit down the inside, Main Submission. Aldrich, Kiss Me Hardy. They were all on top of each other. Look at those first 4 horses, first 5 horses. We'll go back to that head-on. Tote favourite, late support for number 1, the Stone Thrower at 320, Executive Power 350. Out My Way, the pink yak on the extreme left-hand side makes up the ground, but Executive Power, the Warm White Knight, will dig in and just make it home. Out My Way is back second. On the right-hand side, Panzer, Bengal Boy, the Stone Thrower. There's about a neck covering the first 5 horses over the line. Tote favourite was number 1, the Stone Thrower. Number 2, Executive Powers at 350. Number 13, Out My Way. Look at that, 670 a place. Back to the studio.
Bred by the Waterford stud for a host of connections. Number 2, Executive Power. He's shown the power in that driving finish. And I believe all the connections are in Mauritius, just had dinner.
They're all having dinner. They've had dinner and they've had a few whiskies, I think. And nice for them, really. They really are good supporters of my yard. I just want to mention Jean Hardy, Greg Hart de Keating, Michelle. Wonderful, wonderful for them. They're really good patrons.
He must have heard that vocal support the last 100 because they looked to come on alongside.
That 62.5 was pulling him down and we were shouting our heads off, but it was. I think we need to go back to 1200 with this horse, really.
Well done. Really enjoyed the moment, and I'm sure the connections, a few more whiskies on offer.
I'm sure they will have. Thank you.
Well done.
And and the breeder, Waterford stud, he's done a great job. He really has improved that stud.
Congratulations. Let's get Alec Forbes now. He knows Executive Power very well. He's a horse who's got that natural ability and gate speed.
Yeah, he's a really quick horse, and he really tries very hard. The horses come to swarm him, and he just puts his head down and keeps going. I thought he was very unlucky last time. He just got touched off. Tonight they were catching him, but he did enough to hold on and win. Big weight. That last sort of 100 meters or so, it was starting to tell. But when he did, and we're all very happy.
Well ridden. The connections all in Mauritius watching, so they'll be chuffed.
Yeah, great. Well done to them. That's fantastic. Well done to Mark and the people back at the yard. That make it all possible.
Super.
Thank you.
Jockey Alec Forbes was brought to Executive Power. Well done to all the connections. They're going to be cheering, and the party can go right through the evening. Executive Power, the Warm White Knight. Courage has won the end of the race.